Hello, and welcome back to Cheers. I got an everyday makeup look coming at ya, so if you want to see how to get this easy, natural, everyday makeup look, then just keep watching. So first step is to go into the sunscreen by MISSHA. I make sure to use a sunscreen every single day, and that includes the winter and rainy days. I do this to prevent premature aging signs from UV rays, and I've also noticed a more evenness in my skin tone since doing this for about a year now. Next, I'm going into my Atomy Rose Rain Mist to give my skin an extra boost of moisture during the winter time. This comes in especially handy when I use a matte foundation like the one I'll be using later today. Then I'm going to fill in my brows with my tested and approved Innisfree brow pencil in the color Ash Brown. I like to do this step before foundation to let the rose mist absorb a bit before I apply my face makeup. Next, I'm going in with my Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation in the color number 115. I've been loving this foundation as a go-to since I feel like I don't really need a primer to cover my pores, as this foundation does a good job of doing so by itself. I like applying a bit first with my finger, then going in with a damp sponge to blend it out. I think this way helps to get most of the product onto my face more so than the sponge. This swiping motion that I'm doing on my nose is to help cover my pores. Then I go back into a tapping motion to help blend out the streak marks. Doing these combined motions on the bigger pores of my nose really helps to cover them up and get a flawless finish. Next is saying bye-bye to my under eyes with the IT Cosmetics sample concealer that I got from Ulta as a birthday gift. I've been loving this formula since I found that it's been great for lasting throughout the day and not creasing as much as my other concealers, so I'm planning on getting the bigger size at Sephora once this one starts to run out. Then I like to go in with my E.L.F. Primer Infused Bronzer to lightly contour my face and give it a bit more dimension. I just go in with my Real Techniques contour brush and sculpt away. Then with my Real Techniques buffing brush, I go into M.A.C Cosmetics Mineral Blush in the color Gentle. It's a really pretty shimmery berry shade that's great for everyday use and brings a slight sheen to your cheeks. It gives you a glow from within look, so I've been loving this blush for the past 5+ years now. Next, with ColourPop's Tapered brush, I use it to contour my nose and snatch it up with whichever bronzer I'm using that day. So for today, I'm using the E.L.F. Primer Infused Bronzer, and I use the ends of my inner eyebrows as starting points for the contour and taper the contour down my nose. And I make sure to get to the tip and inner-ish parts of the nostrils to make the look more cohesive. I also blend the contour into my eye sockets to deepen and shadow my eyes. With the Real Techniques eyeshadow crease brush, I dip a bit more heavy-handed back into the bronzer for eyeshadow purposes and concentrate the color on the outer corners of my eyes while blending the color inwards. And y'all know I love my shimmer shades. So my go-to for the past year has now been this one from MONOEYES in the color SO2, and I think it's the perfect pinky, nudie, everyday shimmer color that just brings a pop of light into your eyes without over-dramatizing it. I can't say enough how much I freaking love this pink shimmer shade. Highly recommend. Next, I'm going in my Morphe M124 brush. I go into a brown shadow to give myself a winged eye look. Today I'm using the one from 3CE #Overtake palette, and I like to give myself a straight, slightly downward wing for a more puppy dog eye look. The next step is optional, but if you want to define your wing line a bit more, I like to go into my Heroine Make liquid eyeliner in black and line the wing as close to my lash line and lower brown winged line as possible. Then I'm going in with my Shiseido eyelash curler to prep them for my go-to Heroine Make Long and Curl mascara. I typically do 1 to 2 coat, but what's really important here is to coat the very end lash with mascara. I think a lot of people actually tend to miss that last lash, but if you get it, it'll help your eyes look longer and bigger. I even get my lower lash line's last lash and apply the mascara up to my top lash line to ensure that I get that bit of mascara into the last lashes to extend the look of my eyes. This step is optional too, but if you want a bit of oomph on your lower lash line, I like going back into what's left on my Morphe M124 brush and apply it to the outer third on my lower lashes. Since I do get some smudging on my lower lash line, I use my Morphe M167 brush and go into a powder to help prevent smudging. Today, I'm using Atomy's Mineral Compact in the color number 21 and applying the powder below the brown shadow that I had just recently applied. Last eye step is to highlight the aegyo side. And my go-to highlighter for this eye part has been this shimmery light pinky shade from the 3CE #Overtake palette. I've been using this in conjunction with the shimmer shade from MONOEYES as they both have a pinky sheen and complement each other nicely. Then I highlight my face with this fan brush from Real Techniques and go into it with Milani's Afterglow Luminescence Strobelight highlighter. I love this highlighter and this shade as it looks really natural and makes you look glowing rather than, I guess, sparkling. Then I go in with Real Techniques setting brush since it's more dense than the fan brush to highlight my nose as I prefer a more concentrated highlight look for the tip of my nose. To finish off the look, my everyday lip has been Atomy's Lip Glow. I really love the pinky moisturized look it gives, and I like how it has SPF in it, so I feel like my lips are protected from UV rays while looking cute and juicy. Well, this has been my everyday look, y'all. I hope you liked it, and if you did, then don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more content like this. And until next time, cheers to a good week. Bye guys!